Hey there, welcome back. Today we've got something gripping for you. The most disturbing incidents ever caught on doorbell camera footage. Brace yourself for mysterious intruders, bizarre encounters, and jaw-dropping moments. These little devices have captured some seriously chilling scenes. Let's get started. Terrifying act of retaliation. In Kansas City, a chilling incident unfolded, captured by a doorbell camera. The footage showed a man later identified as the woman's ex-boyfriend attempting to avoid the camera's view as he climbed onto the guardrail, trying to remove the Ring camera from the home. Inside the house, the woman and her son were unaware of the danger lurking outside. The first attempt to disable the camera proved unsuccessful, prompting the man to retreat. However, he returned 30 minutes later, this time armed with a cloth to obscure the camera's lens. His sinister actions intensified, revealing the depth of his disturbing intentions. As the ex-boyfriend continued his attempts at evasion and harassment, the situation escalated into a horrifying act of retaliation. In a mere 3 minutes, the woman's son rushed into her room in a state of panic, reporting that their car was on fire. Swift action was taken and authorities were summoned, but tragically, the fire consumed their car and inflicted severe damage to their home before they could intervene. Experts in abusive relationships noted that such actions often stem from a desire for power and control, and when that control is threatened or diminished, abusers may escalate their efforts to regain dominance. In this case, the ex-boyfriend's actions were undoubtedly aimed at exerting power over his former partner and her son. Law enforcement has launched an intensive search for the ex-boyfriend seen in the video. His alarming and dangerous behavior warrants immediate attention to ensure the safety of the homeowner and her son, and to hold him accountable for his criminal actions. Showdown with a bear. Meet Walter Hickox, a courageous homeowner residing in the wooded vicinity of Daytona Beach, Florida. In January of 2022, a harrowing incident unfolded involving Walter and his 3 loyal canine companions. As the clock struck 3:34, Walter stepped onto his porch, accompanied by his dogs, unsuspecting of the imminent danger lurking nearby. With keen attention, one of Walter's dogs fixated on something outside the house. Suddenly, the dogs darted to the left side of the camera's view, and that's when Walter's heart sank as he laid eyes on a black bear. Without a moment to spare, the bear scaled over a protective railing, targeting Walter's beloved pets. With adrenaline coursing through his veins, Walter instinctively lunged at the bear, bravely intervening to protect his dogs from harm. Miraculously, he managed to push the bear back and swiftly placed a nearby chair in the doorway, barricading it from any further attack. In those intense moments, Walter's cries of warning filled the air, alerting others that he was facing a perilous encounter with a bear. Managing to retrieve his dog safely inside the house,
Oh my God! I can't check my bear! Come right here! Oh my God!
Walter found himself overwhelmed with emotion, the gravity of the situation finally hitting him. Tears welled up in his eyes as he contemplated the danger he had just faced. Despite the major injuries he sustained during the encounter, Walter was immensely grateful that his loyal canine companions remained unharmed. Burglary foiled. In Flint, Michigan on April 24, 2023, an unsettling incident was captured by 2 Ring cameras installed in a residential property. The footage showed a man clad in a striking red jacket, accompanied by another person, attempting to gain entry to the house around 10 p.m. First, they approached the front door, but despite vigorous attempts to break it down, the door held strong. Leaving the Ring camera to fall to the ground from the impact. Undeterred, the man in the red jacket swiftly moved to the side of the door and resumed his forceful break-in efforts. Meanwhile, the homeowner, now awake and anxious, checked the camera feeds for answers. Upon noticing the doorbell camera lying on the ground, the homeowner quickly switched to the other camera, witnessing the ongoing ordeal. With loud banging echoing throughout the house, The homeowner courageously addressed the intruders through the camera's speaker, catching them off guard. The sound of the homeowner's voice was enough to startle the two men, leading them to flee from the scene. Law enforcement was promptly notified, and upon reviewing the footage, they discovered that one of the intruders was carrying a weapon. The intentions of these individuals remain unknown, leaving lingering questions about their plans had they successfully breached the home. As of now, the identity of the two men remains a mystery, with police continuing their investigation to apprehend them. Chicago's mysterious impersonator. In June of 2019, a puzzling and concerning situation unfolded in Chicago as multiple homes fell victim to a man claiming to be an investigator named Jeff Rushmore. The disturbing twist was that this so-called investigator was nothing more than a fictitious character, impersonating a member of the local police department. He had gone to great lengths, donning a fake uniform, badge, and even a counterfeit police radio.
Can you open the door?
26, I got you en route. Hill Park, District 821, going to be the sixth person. 900 North Villa, 900 North Villa, looks like PD is with them and has in custody. Dylan, 84. Alarm 4739 Forest, 4739, that's Forest across the Chicago Prairie, called in by a resident. Nothing showing. Engine 103.
640 George, individual's not answering the door.
One of the incidents was caught on a Ring camera, revealing the man's audacious act. He approached a homeowner's residence, falsely calling out an alarm code and a fabricated case number, trying to coax the homeowners into answering the door. Even when met with no response, the impersonator persisted, feigning a follow-up call to report the unresponsive homeowner, all to maintain his deceptive persona. Another Ring camera, set up at another home in the area, captured a similar encounter. This time, the homeowner opened the door to find the man introducing himself as an investigator from the police department, claiming to be investigating a missing person report related to a neighbor. The interaction abruptly ended when the homeowner expressed ignorance about the case.
Hi, sorry to bother you so late. I'm Rushmore with the Winfield Police Department. I'm an investigator. One of your neighbors down the street reported a missing.
The motives behind the impersonator's actions remain unknown, leaving everyone to speculate on the potential dangers he posed. While some believe he might have been testing the waters with the intent to escalate his actions, others fear that he might have intended to rob unsuspecting homeowners, or even worse. Despite public attention and concern, the mystery man behind the impersonations remains elusive. Narrow escape. In a bizarre late-night incident in Texas, a homeowner's peaceful slumber was interrupted by a knock at the door, supposedly from a DoorDash delivery around 1:20 in the morning. However, unbeknownst to her, she had not placed any such order. Inside the home, only the homeowner and her nephew were present at that time. Curiosity arose when the homeowner recalled hearing a faint metal clicking sound during the night, though she dismissed it without much thought. It was only the next morning when she discovered damage to the exterior of her house that she became alarmed. In response, she decided to review the footage captured by her doorbell camera and backyard surveillance setup. The first video initially seemed harmless, showing a woman standing at the door claiming to be a DoorDash driver between 1:20 a.m. and 2 a.m. It appeared to be a case of a determined delivery driver mistakenly arriving at the wrong address, which could be easily overlooked. However, it was the backyard footage that truly raised concern. At 2 a.m., the footage revealed 4 men attempting to gain entry into the house through a window in the backyard. It became evident that their plan involved ambushing the person who had opened the front door for the supposed DoorDash delivery. Yet, as no one responded to the door, the intruders resorted to testing the backyard as an alternative point of entry. The woman at the front door, acting as a distraction, was part of their calculated scheme. Fortunately, their sinister plot was thwarted as the 4 men were unsuccessful in their attempts to breach the home. The backyard camera captured the culprits hastily fleeing from the scene. In a synchronized escape, the 4 men and the woman departed together in a dark-colored sedan. Despite the gravity of the situation, the group managed to evade capture by the police. Suspicious nighttime encounter. Under the cloak of night, just before 2 a.m., a peculiar and unsettling incident unfolded in Rochester, New York, captured by a home surveillance camera. The footage reveals a man approaching the front door and ringing the doorbell. Rather than waiting for a response, he promptly ducks out of sight behind a parked car, adopting a crouched position while gripping some kind of club in his hand. The man's demeanor is marked by heavy breathing, profuse sweating, and evident nervousness as he continuously scans the surroundings, peering from the street to the house's front door. His behavior hints at being under the influence of substances, which only adds to the eerie atmosphere of the situation. Realizing that no one is answering the door, the man eventually decides to walk away. However, just a minute later, a voice emanates, declaring that the police are on their way.
Please go that way. Please go that way.
The source of the voice remains unclear, leading to two plausible scenarios. One possibility is that the man was attempting to seek refuge from someone or something, resorting to trying to gain entry into the house to evade detection. The voice might belong to the person he was hiding from, warning the homeowner to be cautious. Alternatively, the man's intentions might have been more sinister. He could have been trying to bait the homeowner into opening the door, intending to commit a nefarious act. In this case, the voice might belong to a concerned neighbor, alerting the homeowner to the suspicious behavior unfolding right at their doorstep. Mysterious midnight intruder. In the quiet hours of April 9th, 2023, a strange and unsettling incident occurred in Albuquerque, New Mexico, as captured by the homeowner's surveillance footage. At precisely 3 in the morning, the homeowner was sound asleep, unaware of the unusual activity unfolding outside his home. It wasn't until he woke up and checked his phone that he received a notification about the recorded clip, which left him horrified upon review. The footage begins at 2:28, revealing a woman attempting multiple keys in an apparent bid to gain entry into the house. Curiously, she also appears to search for a hidden key around the premises, adding an air of mystery to her actions. The homeowner asserts that he had never encountered this woman before, leaving her identity and motives shrouded in uncertainty. As the bizarre situation continues, the woman's behavior takes a peculiar turn. She resorts to throwing rocks at the homeowner's car while attempting to access the property by trying different locks. It becomes apparent that she may have been under the influence of substances, giving her erratic actions during the episode. In a particularly odd moment, the woman even tips to insert keys into the doorbell camera itself, leaving the homeowner bewildered by her inexplicable actions. After several minutes of peculiar behavior, the woman eventually walks away from the scene and is never seen on the property again. Uninvited guests. In the tranquil woods of Asheville, North Carolina, a surprising incident occurred in April of 2023. The homeowner of a cozy house nestled amidst nature received a notification on her phone, alerting her to motion detected at her front door. Curiosity piqued. She opened the app and was met with an astonishing sight. 3 bears had found their way onto her front porch. Their keen sense of smell had led them to a recently delivered package, which, to their delight, contained dog food. Without hesitation, the bears began to eagerly tear open the package to access the tempting contents. The homeowner, observing this through her phone, knew she had to intervene and prevent any further damage. Summoning her courage, she opened her front door and confronted the uninvited guests. Attempting to scare them off, she hoped to protect her property and maintain a safe distance from the wild animals. The bears, momentarily startled by her presence, decided to take advantage of the opportunity and snatched one of the 2 bags of dog food from the package. Caught on the right side of the screen, the bears made their getaway with the bag of dog food in tow, leaving the homeowner both amazed and startled by the unexpected encounter. Thanks for watching. Like this video, click the subscribe button, and remember to turn on your notifications. See you soon.